This is an embarrassing loss. Like, part of me doesn't even want to get riled up because I don't feel like this team deserves me to get riled up right now. That's the truth. I feel like a disappointed dad. It's like, son, you got suspended. I'm not gonna whoop your ass. I'm just disappointed. That's how I feel right now. Now I'm still gonna go off. I'm still gonna go off because when I hear the name Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson, I just shake my head because how can y'all consistently have this low of effort each game? And we saw the writing on the wall with Keely Ringo. In the preseason, he fails to bring down Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase gets the easiest touchdown he'll ever get. This game, Ringo gets mossed by little Jordan Humphrey on the first drive. The next drive, he gets beat by Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson gets up. Ringo has his head down. And Wan'Dale Robinson gets a couple extra yards because Ringo doesn't tap the guy down. Adoree Jackson in the third quarter allowed Cam Skattebo to walk into the end zone because of his piss poor effort. I am sorry, but that is a cuttable offense. It is. How can you play for Vic Fangio's defense with that low of effort? It's clear as day. This is not championship football. So when Quinyon Mitchell went out and you saw the Eagles pass rush not be able to generate any pressure for real and allow Jaxson Dart to shed off blocks, make moves outside the pocket. Jaxson Dart, first drive of the game, moves outside the pocket. He jukes Zach Bond, gets a touchdown, kisses the sky. He was feeling himself as he should because Jaxson Dart was balling. And he made our defense look silly. This was a bad game from Zach Bond. This was probably Zach Bond's worst game. I mean, Cam Skattebo leveled him. Jaxson Dart juked him. I mean, it wasn't a pretty showing from that bald eagle right there. But Ringo and Adoree, they just don't have championship level characteristics. And I don't expect much from Adoree Jackson, but I expected a lot from Keely Ringo. And I thought highly of him because he's a Georgia Bulldog. He's a champion. He has not shown to be a starting caliber cornerback in the NFL. That's just a fact. And that's being nice. Because I could really draw, but I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. This game, Howie, trade for a quarter because one of these guys, you talking about if Quinyon goes down and those are the two guys and you have no pass rush, oh yeah, you're going to get cooked. You're going to get cooked because you can't stop the run. The Eagles gave up 170 rushing yards and then they have no pass rush and their corners can't cover. Yeah, they'll get beat. They'll get blown out for that, for sure. So that was a bad jump. It was a terrible jump. And I'm frankly getting pissed off continuing to talk about this defense because I'll say this. The defense was bad and it deserves blame. And you should look at Adoree and Keely and their piss poor effort and blame them for that. And you can look at the pass rush. Didn't have Jalen Carter. Quinyon was out. But I'm not labeling that excuse. But for me, this game is on the offense because there is too many guys that Jeffrey Lurie has paid on that offense to where you can't win a shootout against Jaxson Dart. That's pretty insane. And the number one guy I'm looking to is Jalen Hurts. This was probably Jalen Hurts' worst game since facing the Tom Brady Buccaneers in the playoffs. He was god-awful. That second half was one of the worst second halves I have seen Jalen Hurts play. And ultimately, the Eagles got blown out because Hurts in the second half did not show up. The thing is with me, I'm a Hurts guy. And I still think he's a top 3 quarterback in this league. But it's real talk. And we have to keep it real. If Jalen Hurts hits Devontae Smith in the third quarter, that's a 90-yard touchdown. It was 17-20. So if he hits that touchdown, it's 24-17. If the Eagles make that play, I believe they win the game. They miss that. They punt. The Giants score. Couple drives later, the Eagles get the ball back. They march down the field. They get to the red zone. Hurts has a wide open A.J. Brown through the middle. He elects to go to Jahan Dotson, throws the ball behind him, and gets picked off. The guy runs for 60 yards. It's essentially a pick six, and the Giants score a touchdown. That's a 21-point swing. That is a 21-point swing right there. Missing Devontae, having to punt, and the Giants scoring, that's a 14-point swing. And then Hurts with the pick in the red zone, leading to the Giants scoring, that's a 7-point swing again. I mean, honestly, if my math's correct, that's what? A 14-point swing, honestly, or a 10-point swing. Because you could honestly score a field goal at that point. It was still a 10-point game. Or you could score a touchdown. So if Hurts played better, the Eagles could have won this game. That's why I cannot blame Kevin Patulo for this game when Jalen Hurts had one of his worst games in years. That's the facts. And the play calling throughout the year has been abysmal. Like, I'm looking at these stats. The Eagles are 29th in total offense, 28th in pass offense, and 26th in run offense. Kevin Patulo isn't going to last the year. But he wasn't the problem in the Giants game. Two things can be true. The players did not execute, and they are the reason the Eagles, with way more talent than the Giants, got blown out. But Kevin Patulo has too much offensive talent for the Eagles to be the 29th ranked offense in the NFL. If I'm Jeffrey Lurie, I'm thinking to myself, I'm paying Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We brought back Dallas Goedert. I'm paying Mailata, Lane Johnson, Land Dickerson. I just made Saquon Barkley the highest paid running back in the NFL. Why are we ranked the 29th ranked offense? Somebody's getting fired. Somebody is getting fired. And it's going to be Kevin Patulo. It's going to be Kevin Patulo. I agree he should be fired. And I agree he's not the answer because the Eagles haven't shown a complete game from start to finish offensively. And now we're heading into week 7. They're nowhere close to being a Super Bowl team at this point. Nowhere close. So ultimately, we're looking at this saying to ourselves, Nick Sirianni, how can you rally this team and get them on the same page? You have Lane Johnson post game saying the offense is too predictable. That is damning. If you're Patulo, if you're Sirianni. And I love that Lane Johnson, who is one of the best Eagles players of all time, and obviously has the reputation, has the stain of being one of the greats in this game, he can say whatever the hell he wants. And he's going to say what he feels. And he's not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm just like, Kevin Patulo, he did say, hey, I mean, we were had like 2 hours of sleep. For that, granted, this game isn't on Patulo, but it's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't judge. Like, I'm not saying Patulo ain't working. I believe they be working. Like, they be trying to get this stuff right, but he ain't got it. He ain't got it. I mean, when Patulo and Sirianni do this thing or whatever after that ugly ass shovel pass, I just be like, dog. I'm happy y'all score. I'm happy we score. I'm happy Dallas Goedert got his. But this is ugly football. Like, this is underwhelming for the talent that the Eagles have. But it's not about the coach. It's not about Patulo today. It's about the players not executing. So the Eagles defense did not show up. But here's my thing on the Eagles defense. Yes, the Eagles defense didn't show up against the Giants. But the reason the Eagles have 4 wins is because of the defense. They are. It is. It is. So while I want to be upset with the defense, when you have this many talented players offensively, you should be able to win your defense a game when they don't have it. And there hasn't been a game this season that the Eagles offense has bailed out the defense by playing a complete game from start to finish. This hasn't happened yet. So yes, Ringo, Adoree, they're not it. The pass rush, it wasn't there. Missing a couple of guys. The Giants missed a couple of guys. So I'm not giving that excuse. But this is just terrible football. It's not championship football. And I'm looking at the offense to get this right. I want to talk about another guy too. Tank Bigsby. Why the hell did the Eagles trade Tank Bigsby if this is what we are seeing? He's not in the run game. And his main job, his one job, is to return kickoffs. And he can't catch the ball. And then they sub him out for A.J. Dillon. And then A.J. Dillon can't catch the ball. I mean, what the hell is going on? Y'all are NFL players. Catch the damn ball. It's a kickoff. The same BS happened against the Rams. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing on special teams, dog? What the hell? Consistently giving the offense bad field position because he can't catch a damn football. The Eagles ran 4 straight tush pushes. The Eagles ran 4 straight tush pushes. You see, I like the tush push when there's creative play calling and it's in the flow of the offense. When I was watching the game, I was happy. I was like, tush push this. Do it 100 times. I don't care. But I'm also looking at it and I'm saying to myself, if that's how you get touchdowns with all that offensive talent, it's either a tush push or a shovel pass to Dallas Goedert. That's an indictment on the coaching staff because y'all have too many offensive players. Too many. Too many guys that's your best play. And I get it. Like the play is going to get banned regardless. So I agree. Just abuse it because it's going to get banned anyway. But I don't like the tush push masking bad play calling, masking incompetence on the offensive side of the ball. Like that's what the play has become this season. And it's a damn shame. It's a flat out shame. I just can't. I just can't. Uh Brian Dayball wasn't trolling. AJ Brown, he's open a lot. He's open a lot. He's open a lot. And this is a game I felt bad for Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. They deserve better. And it starts with Jalen Hurts. And then next is Kevin Patulo. Because here's the thing with Kevin Patulo, right? The Eagles are phenomenal in man-to-man coverage because man-to-man coverage is about the players making plays. But then when the defense shifts to zone and it's more on the offensive scheme, we have not seen the Eagles be productive against zone coverage. That's an indictment on Kevin Patulo. And I am sick and tired of Nick hiring his buddies. Howie Roseman should be hiring offensive play callers from now on because he hired Kevin Patulo. I'm sorry. Howie hired Kellen Moore. Howie hired Vic Fangio. Have Howie over the coordinators. I'm not doubting that Nick Sirianni is an elite coach and he's a winner, but he cannot hire coordinators. That's not his thing. I'm just sorry. It's now 2 times that he has hired a coordinator to call the plays, and it has backfired. It's bad. It's bad. So there's so much stuff to talk about in this game and in the coming days. Um, I have a special interview with an Eagles player who y'all gonna love, and I cannot wait to show it to y'all. It's gonna come out on Tuesday. Promos dropping on Sunday. So that can like brighten up our mood. But give me your thoughts. Comment down below. Share a friend, share a friend. Again, this is a game that as a Hurts guy, I'm putting on him to be better. If he's better, I feel like the Eagles win. Kevin Patulo is going to get fired this season because Jeffrey Lurie is looking at the offensive stats and saying, I'm paying these guys too much money for them to be this ass. The defense lacked heart. Several guys play bad, but Ringo and Adoree just stand out. I mean, hell, Jalix Hunt had a pick, dropped it, first drive of the game. He hasn't made a play all season. Like, you got to make a play, dog. You have to. So, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're talking MJ and I always keep it real. Damn. We got freaking BTA. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We are out.